Learn how to publish and subscribe messages with Azure Web PubSub in this episode of Azure Tips and Tricks. Azure Web PubSub provides real-time WebSocket communication between clients without the need to poll for messages or set up complicated plumbing. Let's see how that works. Let's start by creating a new Azure Web PubSub service. Here we go. Select a resource group and give the service a name, like this. Okay. I'll leave the rest as it is. And let's create the service. I'll skip to when it is done. Here it is, the Azure Web PubSub service. To use it, we need to connect to it. So here is the connection string. We'll use that later. I can also scale the service to support more client connections. Pretty cool. Let's try it out. I'll use a demo application from this GitHub repository. This contains two console apps that subscribe to Azure Web PubSub and publish messages. It is very straightforward. Here, for instance, all I need to do is connect to Azure Web PubSub and send a message. Simple enough. I've downloaded the sample applications here. I'll start with the subscriber. Okay, let's open a command prompt for it. And now I'll run it with .NET Run and the connection string and a name for the hub, which can be anything. That's it. It's connected. Okay, let's go back. Now for the publisher. Here it is. For this one, I also use .NET Run, the connection string, the hub name, and also a message, and run it. Alright, let's see. Here in the top is the subscriber app. It has received the hello message that I've just sent. Cool. Let's try another one, like this. Can you hear me? Okay, and there it is. It received the message through the Azure Web PubSub connection. Really cool. Alright, so you might be asking yourself what the difference between Azure Web PubSub and Azure SignalR service is, as they seem to do the same thing. Well, there are some big differences. Azure Web PubSub is simple. It is only you and your WebSockets, no other protocols. It is a very plain service with no support to automatically reconnect clients. There is also no fallback protocol if the WebSocket connection fails. The Azure SignalR service does a bit more. Its SignalR protocol can keep connections alive and can reconnect lost connections. It also supports more communication protocols like remote procedure calls or RPC and streaming between clients. The SignalR service also uses a fallback protocol when it can't use a WebSocket connection. So if you need more capabilities out of the box, use Azure SignalR. If you don't, use Azure Web PubSub. Azure Web PubSub is an accessible real-time message service that you can use with any programming language that supports WebSocket connections. Go and check it out.